So, not that long after my first video on Andrew, I learned that he actually found himself in the Newfane Rehabilitation and Health Center found in, well, Newfane, New York. I also learned that he has a YouTube channel because he started commenting all over my video on him and even shared it on his community tab that he has comments turned off on. And then he proceeded to type an entire essay giving his version of the story, which I'm sure I have it on screen right now. I got love with you. I'm not reading all that. It seems like you guys in the comments either didn't see his comments because he kept replying to people, insisting that he does have autism and a bunch of other garbage. Either you guys didn't see it or you just ignored him, which is probably the best option at this point, since this guy seems to be dying for attention where people interact and engage in his delusions. But going back to this YouTube channel, well, Andy decided to stream from inside the health center, and prior to this stream, he was apparently raving about how much he likes the facility. Now he can leave whenever he wants. But his tune quickly changed on June 6th. He decided to start a stream around 3 p.m. that same day and started complaining that the staff wasn't catering to him enough, and he was big mad the staff wouldn't change his disgusting diapers, and he was saying that he wanted to leave. This live stream was taken down by Andy, but luckily for us, a channel named Baby Andy Diaper Deviant, beautiful name by the way, uploaded the stream, or at least parts of it, to YouTube on the same day. I'm gonna link the channel in the description and the video because he split the stream into 2 parts. Let's look at what the Poopsquatch has been up to since going to rehab. Alright, let's do this. I haven't watched any of this stream yet at the time I'm recording this, so I'm just gonna have the Pepto-Bismol on standby in case it gets too nasty. And you should probably do the same.
I'm trying to remain calm as much as possible. Not allow them the emotional response that they're trying to look for. They're trying to ignore me instead of work things out with me, and I don't want to be here. They kept on closing the door on me, so YouTube knows. The nurse pushed me. I hurt my back because of that. And I'm waiting for the police to show up for my police report. They're not allowed to keep me here because I made a complaint with the New York Justice Center. This is a medical rehab, and they're not allowed to just not allow me to leave. I made a complaint with the Justice Center, and they're actually investigating it and forwarding it to the Department of Health. They're misdiagnosing me, and they're, if you hear, they're laughing because you didn't get your way type bullshit. We're going to play baby games here, and I'm going to just have reports on it. And I'm sorry, but this is bullshit. I don't feel safe here. I want to be transferred to a different facility now. And I'll keep my teddy bear and shit in the garbage because they say I don't have autism.
Okay, so he claims they're not allowing him to leave. Here's what's weird about that. According to the channel that uploaded this, Andy stated earlier that he could leave whenever he wanted. So, which is it? Also, I just want to highlight, you notice he isn't doing that baby talk he normally does when he's trying to get sympathy points? He's so confident he's going to get his way that he's dropped the whole facade. Very telling. Not that you need any more confirmation that Andy is faking autism, since the nurses themselves outright say it, and in my previous video, medical professionals diagnosed him with schizoaffective disorder and said he's not autistic. But, there you go.
Oh, a fire alarm, that's a crime. I'm scared of them here now. You guys were right about this place. Every single one of you guys were actually right about this fucking quack place. We need to be on the same page, not work against each other. They're working against, wanting to work against me. They wanted to say that ACMC records are right. I guess I don't have back issues. I don't have any shoulder issues according to these idiots. I don't have any communication challenges. And also guys, if they put me in a diaper, I will complain about that because I don't want to be in diapers. I want them to help me with my toilet routine because I don't want them to wash me or baby me. I'm an adult, they shouldn't do that to me. And it's my choice to have a toilet routine. And if I wet my bed and have skin rashes, it would be mistreatment of a patient. Please.
Wait, hold up. Am I crazy or... So you wear diapers and insist you need them when you actually don't, and now you're upset that they're treating you like you do. What? Okay, my brain is hurting trying to make sense of that. I didn't know what a toilet routine was because I've never been in a physical therapy / rehab facility. Hopefully I never have to be in one of those. But from Googling it for about 5 minutes or so, it sounds like it's a system for habit training to help people who are, in that kind of care to be more independent. And it gives them a routine on how and when to go to the bathroom on their own, and makes it so it's less time changing diapers, less because of them getting infections or skin issues from being in soiled diapers, stuff like that. I should remind you, Andy's a grown man that has lived by himself for years just fine and was fully capable of going to and from the bathroom by himself without needing diapers. The fact he is sitting here using resources that should be going to people who genuinely need someone to help them around the clock is pretty despicable.
But you say I don't have autism. I would like to please be discharged. Can I be discharged? As I have a right to be discharged, you can't hold me here. So YouTube knows that I'm being mistreated because I have autism. So I'm being mistreated because I have autism, you're saying. I would like to please be discharged. And you're mistreating me because I have autism spectrum disorder and I have the communication challenges, and you're using that against me to say that I don't have autism. Can I please be discharged?
I love how they just completely ignore him here. You can tell he's getting frustrated by that. They know he's full of shit. I mean, they've allegedly been changing his diapers since he walked into the place. So, they definitely know.
So YouTube knows that they're denying me my discharge and denying me my right to choose because they say I have a personality disorder, and if they put me a diaper on me, I was filed sexual harassment charges because I have autism, which is why I wear diapers. And I'm not allowed to leave because they're saying that I can't because I don't have capacity. Well, if I have a personality disorder, well then I have capacity. But they don't want to accept the records from my neurology report. And if I didn't take my Memantidine, it could have been a lot worse because I don't understand things. And guess what? I'm going to refuse my Memantidine. I'm going to refuse everything as they say I don't need it. I ripped up my diapers and threw out my sensory stuff because they said I don't need it. So I'm going to have this all on tape, and I'm going to get my shoes on, and I'm going to go running away because they think I don't have any rights, and I'll have it all on tape. They say I don't have autism.
Okay, I know several people who are autistic, and none of them have had to wear diapers because of autism. I looked up what, I think he said Memantine, something like that is. And I think that's what he said, and that's a medication to treat Alzheimer's, and is used to help with memory loss, which is one of the main symptoms of dementia. I do know disorganized thoughts and speech is a symptom of schizoaffective disorder, but according to Cleveland Clinic, they typically give you antipsychotics, antidepressants, or mood stabilizers for that. I couldn't find anything that mentioned any sort of drug to combat memory loss, so maybe I'm mishearing what he said here. I started looking at medicines that are prescribed for people with schizoaffective disorder, and I couldn't find anything that sounded like what he said. I don't know, closed captions gave up at that point too, and YouTube's transcript feature don't know what he said either, so yeah, I got nothing. Point is, he's mad he isn't getting his way and is having a temper tantrum and trying to garner sympathy from the internet, which I imagine anyone that was present during the stream is aware of his lies anyway. That's probably why his community tab, he has comments turned off. He did a similar stunt back home when his parents told him he wasn't autistic then too, and he went on a tantrum and tore up and threw out all his diapers and kept saying, oh, okay, well, I don't need this and all that stuff. So it looks like he's doing the same thing here, because it seems like he'd really trashed his room too. That's nice. Also, the description of this video outright says that he pissed on the bed as a form of protest. I'm gonna skip around a bit to where he claims a nurse pushed him and that he has a witness to this happening.
An issue. You don't have endocrine issues. And that's why he's not allowing me to get my blood work done for my endocrinologist. And when I was on the phone with my endocrinologist, my nurse pushed me. And apparently, I have a witness. You don't push a patient with a developmental disability and a back injury. You don't mistreat them because you get to bully them because you get to be what you want to be instead of evaluating me for what I have issues with. Instead of finding out what's causing my emotional issues, you're going to say that I have a personality issue. And I'm just letting YouTubers know that I am talking to my YouTube channel, and I'm not just talking to no one. I'm talking to the 22 followers on my YouTube channel.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend people with disabilities, be it mental or physical, don't sometimes, unfortunately, get mistreated at the very facilities that are supposed to be caring for them. However, Andy be lying all the time. Let's not beat around the bush here. Like, remember when he lied about his brother essaying him? Also, I just love how he thinks flexing he has 22 YouTube followers is like he's flexing out like that's a big deal. Hell, I have over 2.79k subs on YouTube, and I wouldn't think to flex that on somebody in real life. Like, that'd be the most terminally online thing I could think of doing in a conversation.
Anymore. I don't want to be treated here because they don't think I need diapers. They don't think I need help with my hygiene. They don't think I need help with my speech therapy and stuff. They don't think I have problems. Well, then why am I doing this all the time? Why? And I can't stop. I can't help it. Why does my neurologist say I need this? Why does my urologist say I need this? Why is my endocrinologist saying I need this?
Wait, hold up. So he's mad that they're saying he doesn't need diapers now? Am I tripping, or did he not say like 10 minutes ago that he doesn't want them putting him in diapers? That he wants a toilet routine?
And also, guys, if they put me in a diaper, I will complain about that because I don't want to be in diapers. I want them to help me with my toilet routine because I don't want them to wash me or baby me. I'm an adult, they shouldn't do that to me. And it's my choice to have a toilet routine. And
bro, you can't keep your story straight at all, can you? I'm gonna jump to the second part of the stream because the rest is him complaining about his room, and weirdly enough, he's claiming that they put bleach packets in the trash, and he's saying that's like a hazard or something. And then he's complaining they didn't clean the sink when the sink doesn't even look dirty. But after all that, the cops show up, well, a cop shows up, and Andy immediately goes playing the victim card. He starts demanding the name of the nurse. I think he's talking about the one that allegedly pushed him. And he's saying that he needs to go to the hospital due to the back injury that apparently the nurse who pushed him allegedly made worse. I'm going to skip around a bit because the archive of it sped up some of Andy's blabbering at the beginning. I think it was just him recapping what's already been established. But it's played at such a fast speed, I can't really understand what he's saying.
I have the sheriffs here. Hey, I'm the victim here. And I have a witness, and I have the conversation on YouTube. Can I have that nurse's name? And I would like to be seen. I would like to be transferred to a hospital to be looked at for my back. But these people think I don't have it.
I don't have much control over that.
No, you don't. You don't, but I have a discrimination case and I have a lot of issues going on here.
Okay.
But I'd like to please go to any other hospital. What hospitals are close by?
What hospitals are?
That are not Kaleida related.
I don't know what is in Kaleida. The closest hospital is Lockport.
Okay.
But I don't really, if the staff doesn't say that you need medical treatment.
I have a right to be seen because I hurt my back because of that. I'm here for my back injury and I feel my back is in a lot of pain and I like to go. I'm not staying here.
Okay, why are you here?
I'm here for my back.
Okay, do you have an injury before?
Yes, I have a back injury, which is why I'm here.
Okay, so your back injury is bothering you right now?
Because I was pushed. I actually felt the push on my chest. I literally fell into my garbage can, which was right behind me. And I would like to be going to the hospital for my back, please.
This guy, man. If the rehab center is telling you you don't need medical treatment, chances are you probably don't. I'm seriously doubting that they shoved him, or if they did shove him, that they shoved him hard enough to cause a back injury or make his back injury that much worse. Because Andy just loves to lie. You know, it's the boy who cried wolf situation where it's like, even if he did say something truthful, I have to immediately assume he's lying. With him, it's vids or it didn't happen as far as I'm concerned. But let's keep going.
On recording, Mary is the receptionist name at the endocrinologist, which is at UBMD. I have it on tape. I record phone calls. You cannot just push an individual.
So the only thing I can really do, I mean, I could call you an ambulance, but they might evaluate you here.
I don't want to be evaluated here.
I'm just telling you.
I have a right to choose, and I'm making that choice, please. I'm going to a different hospital, or I will walk out of here.
Well, you can't leave the facility.
I will, because I'm going to the hospital. I don't want to stay here, please.
Well, you know, if once you leave the hospital, they'll probably send you back.
I'm not coming back here. I don't want to be here.
How did you what happened?
My back. I just told you that.
Okay.
My insurance called me today to say that it was approved for my back.
This rehab center?
Yes.
Okay. So is it possible your back is just bothering you from that injury, do you think?
No, from the issues today, it's got worse. I'd like to be seen, please.
Okay.
Are you denying me my medical right?
I'm not denying you.
Then call an ambulance, please.
But I'm also not a nurse. So
Then please allow me to be seen by a doctor, please.
an ambulance doesn't have a doctor.
But I have a right to go see a doctor. I'm not staying here because I don't want to be mistreated.
This officer right here, you can just tell by the look on her face, she is done with this shit. She is like, man, I ain't paid enough for this mess. Like, there are 50 other things she could be doing right now, and probably 50 other people that could use a police officer's help right now. But instead, they gotta waste resources dealing with this man-child. You can tell she is weighing if she can legally walk away and not lose her job. And I can't say I'd blame her either. I'd want out too. As fucked up as it sounds, I'd be thinking, please let there be some kind of emergency that I can respond to as a valid reason to get out of this, please. Because I wouldn't want to deal with him either. The cop also said he's not allowed to leave, which he apparently claimed in post prior to this that they said he could.
So that was a fucking lie.
I don't... And I'm sorry, but I'm not coming back here. I'm going to the hospital because of my back injury and I do not feel safe being here. So I can call my back doctor since you're denying me medical transport. Yeah, both of you guys are not fucking doctors either. Both of you guys are not doctors either.
The lady standing in front of the counter is an absolute savage. You know it's bad when you exhausted the patience of people who work at a rehab center. That's saying something. Like, that is an achievement. I'd imagine you'd have to be an extremely patient and understanding person to work at one of these. So for you to completely drain their patience, that's insane. I'm gonna skip a little bit because he starts asking the officer her name and then she tells him, but refuses to write it down, and he goes back into his room and sits down on the bed. And I gotta say, for someone demanding to go to a hospital for a back injury, he is moving around a lot and going from sitting and standing quite a bit. I remember one time I messed up my back doing a deadlift at a gym. I fucked up my form and, well, fucked up my back for a little bit. And I had the worst pain in my lower back to the point where it hurt to bend over or sit down. And I had to lay down for a while with a heat pad back there. And I just could not, like, get up and walk around without it just being in borderline debilitating pain. Like, I couldn't even try and hide it. That's how bad it was. I don't know, maybe they gave him some pain meds if he's even telling the truth, which I seriously doubt he is. But I just noticed that and I was like, that's kind of weird. He then shows his evidence of being pushed.
Up the push and almost being fallen. So I have the recording right here. I heard all that shit. This is all going on YouTube right the nurse
trying to
said.
get a emotional response
And
from
I'd
me.
like to please go to the hospital.
Just so I act up because they
Because
didn't
I
get
have that
my way.
legal right,
Go ahead. Just so you know, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel your
and I
appointment.
do not want to be in this facility. I am recording you guys. You're denying me my right to be seen because I was assaulted by a staff member. And I have a witness. Her name is Mary.
And I'm just gonna put here that you're no longer, wish to be seen.
Because my
You're denying me medical care.
But the doctors here are not accepting it.
Yeah, you are. You're denying my diagnosis and disability. No, you are. You're saying I have mental illness and not.
Okay, but you just
Oh no, we're going to be going to the hospital. Is they're saying I not have developmental issues. You're refusing to accept that. That's why I'm incontinent. That's why I am incontinent because of my autism. I have a back injury because I was pushed. This camera does not point in this room. I was right here No way that camera could be seen over here. I was pushed and there's no camera so the YouTube knows I'm not just making this shit up. Camera's right there. I'm not hallucinating this. I don't have hallucinations.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop you fucking lying.
Yeah, that's some irrefutable evidence of him being pushed, an audio recording that you can barely hear because he immediately starts talking over it. Bravo, man. Yeah, you should really sue this place for malpractice there, Andy. You have an open and shut case to me. Real convenient that he gets pushed where the cameras can't see him, too. I am absolutely positively, almost certainly not mashing X to doubt on my keyboard right now. You are definitely not hearing that in the background. What are you talking about?
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction.
Autism and developmental issues. I'd like to please go to the hospital. I don't have to have an order. I have a right to choose. I'm the person making the decision. And you're denying me that right. I'm not staying here. And because it's the least restrictive request to go to the hospital, you're going to try to say that the doctor so I don't have to go? You're trying to say that I can't go and I'm not coming back here. I don't have to come back here. Oh, by the way, you want to know something? The person in here, his name was Dan. He was mistreated too. And I have that on recording this. I record in here. I've been recording all along. And I witnessed how you guys mistreated him that caused him behavior issues. And I'm aware that this place has a long history of mistreating people with developmental disabilities.
Andy, he getting big mad right now about them not immediately taking him to the hospital. If you knew the place has a history of mistreating people with disabilities, then why would you go there? You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm weird, but if I knew a place had a history of like bad service, why would I go there? I would go like to anywhere else. And if you have a back problem that's like that bad, why didn't you go to the hospital in the first place? I'm sure he's making up the other person getting mistreated too, because I mean, if dude's willing to commit to this lie about autism so much, what else is he willing to lie about? Like, it's not beyond the realm of possibility he's lying about being abused by the staff and that someone else is getting abused too. He plays more of the so-called evidence of him being pushed.
I just got pushed by a medical staff. I feel safe with you now.
Just what I need.
Can I show you?
Oh, she didn't. You hung up on Robin answered. She's having a situation over here that she has to get right over.
She just pushed me, if you heard.
Okay, well, I can't do much with an audio recording of that. All right.
Of course, of course. Can I make a grievance? Is I heard what you're trying to these people are trying to say. I have a mental illness, so you're denying me that right. There's no camera in my room to see that.
Well, they're trying to do what they can to get you to the hospital, okay?
I don't feel comfortable being here when I haven't recording, and I made a Justice Center complaint.
That's fine, but I'm at the Justice Center, so there's not much I can do about that.
I don't want to be in this hospital. I want to go get treated for my back.
I understand what you want. You've told me many times, okay? They are working right now.
And they're
getting an order from the doctor to send you out to get treatment, okay?
Where at?
I don't know. That's not up to me. That's going to be up to the doctor.
But I have a right to choose.
Sometimes you don't.
I don't? Okay.
Right now. It's going to be up to the doctor where they want you.
Why is it not up to me?
Because they're saying you don't have capacity to make that decision for yourself.
Well, there's no...
And I'm getting the paperwork ready now, and I'm going to grab 945 papers and say one and send this.
Awesome. That would discharge me within 15 minutes. Awesome.
All right, why don't you take that and go hang out?
Awesome. Awesome job. I love that. I will be right on out. I'm not a threat to myself or others, so I'll be discharged within a few minutes. Awesome.
Not that I think you need me to say this, but that audio recording, from what I could hear, doesn't indicate anything happening, so, bruh, I don't know where you were going with that. After all that complaining and whining, he finally got his wish to leave. I'm sure the staff at that place are happy as hell to see him go, but Andy can't just leave things alone.
Hey, officer, can I have the nurse arrested, please? Why? Why not?
CONUS
What's your
SPCMCD number 1185.
You said that or they said that? What evidence do you have that says that the nurse did not strike me? Yeah. Yeah, and you know that there's no camera here, and I have it on recording, but where does it point? Not, oh, it looks like it's over here more. It would not be right here where she pushed me. Okay. And I have the phone call recording for evidence. So, hang on, let me ask. So officer, I made it up? I'm delusional? Oh, no, if I made it up, he said.
I'm done arguing with you. We're getting an ambulance here to take you to the
I would like to please file charges because I was pushed. Please? Why? Because I'm mentally ill and the mentally ill doesn't get that right? No, you are saying that. I have evidence that she did that. Can I have your lieutenant for a grievance?
You can call the sheriff's office and file a complaint if you'd like.
Let me get this straight. You want to have somebody arrested and charged for pushing you with no evidence that this happened in the first place, and multiple people saying that no, this never happened. Well, I guess his key witness Mary was nowhere to be found. But after this, they get him into the ambulance and have him strapped to a bed for some reason. That seems a little bit extreme, because I mean, dude was walking around just fine, you know, whatever, I don't know. Maybe that's an EMT ambulance procedure thing. I don't know shit about that. Trying to think, have I ever been in an ambulance? I think I might have once as a kid. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, then starts explaining some legal law to the person that's, you know, sitting with him in the ambulance for some reason. And he switches to the baby voice again in the middle of it, and it's very noticeable. So again, orgy of evidence that it's an act. Now, I was gonna end the video right there, but then I saw another video from the same channel that goes over his medical diagnosis. Apparently he tried to get this video struck down at one point, but obviously it's still up since I can watch it. Let's go through this. I'm just gonna give you some highlights of it. I mean, the video's not that long anyway.
He was born and raised in Tonawanda. Andrew has a history of reporting abuse by his parents and did so today. They don't feed me and they leave my diaper saturated, and Andrew reports APS is currently involved. Per collateral, APS has been involved multiple times and nothing has come of it. Education level, 11th grade. Per collateral, Andrew has an IQ of 80, central auditory processing disorder, and another processing disorder. He does not have autism. Andrew insists he has autism, and per collateral he has researched and is faking these symptoms. However, he could still qualify for a PIC with the above diagnoses. Behavior, other. Found him laying in bed comfortably, calmly, appropriately. However, as soon as I addressed him, he sat up and began with odd hand movements, appearing to mimic tics, but not present unless he is addressed directly. Seems volitional.
Yeah, so there it is from an actual doctor, in case you actually bought into Andy's act. It's just that, an act. There's something going on with him, but it ain't autism, despite how much he will protest it is. There's another part here that's really interesting.
Here. This is a man with chronically limited coping mechanisms, and reactive anger, with chronic difficulty appreciating how his behavior affects those around him. He has learned that reactive aggression has been tolerated by his family, and he may also have learned that this gets him what he wants, such that he is at chronically elevated risk that he will continue in this regard, but unrelated to acute mood or psychotic symptoms, and he's in control of his behavior here. Non-threatening, and legal charges would be more appropriately negatively reinforcing for such behavior than acute psychiatric hospitalization, although outpatient counseling may be helpful in improving anger management and coping mechanisms over the long term. I also do not understand why this man has reportedly incontinence of urine and feces, at such a young age. He himself tells me that he can't feel it when he has to use the bathroom, but he's unaffected by soiled pants, expects others to change his diapers, or remind him to do so, yet at the same time, he seems intellectually sharp.
So he acts that way because he knows it gets results. That's not too surprising. I got that vibe from him, that this was all like a very practiced routine from him, and like the way his family reacted to it. It seems like they kind of like conditioned him to do that. You know how like your dog, if you have a dog, well, I think cats do this too, where they learn that like if they do certain things, it'll get you to do stuff. Like if a dog gives you the puppy dog eyes, you'll cave. Like they keep doing it because they know it works on you. It's kind of like that, but more fucked up. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I really don't know what else to say to that. Ever since this, as far as I know, Andy hasn't reared his ugly head again. Some people think that the hospital took his electronic devices, or that he even got sent back to the Newfane Rehabilitation Center, and that they have restricted his internet access. I hope so. He don't need people on the internet trying to validate him or whatever. But yeah, that's it. But let me know what you guys think is going on, and if you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And something tells me by the time I get this video out, book 2 might actually be out of pre-order stage, but consider checking Renegades Volume 2 Blackout out and my other stuff if you want. And yeah, I'm gonna head out.
We'll be right back.